Okay, everybody enjoyed lunch? Lunch was good? So you're, how do you say, filled? And now tired? Ready for a nap? I'm not allowed to. I expect you to bring a... next time. So, if you don't mind, we would start now. It's 50 minutes earlier, than the schedule, but I mean, yeah, save some time. Sebastian, great. So we are some less people because 10 guys won the lottery and are in the workshop. No, kidding. So my name is Peter. Take it on. Peter Rüttinger. I'm new in the team. I'm the youngest team member, if I can say that. I'm the Padawan, right? I have joined the company 2 years ago. I'm fresh to FV and stuff, but I'm an FV support engineer and UAV support engineer, and also FS Logics. Doing IT since the 90s, end of the 90s. Did a lot of stuff, normal administration, support, and all. And now I'm here. I have the pleasure to tell you something about FV and HTTPS. Yeah, I moved to Berlin, but it's okay. In the summer, fresh. Why? We had a look. We thought about what could be a good idea to present a topic regarding cases the last period we had, and there was one topic we want to, inform you. We make an overview, a little bit more lower base overview about HTTPS and FV in the environment, and also what you can do to set up between client and server, and HTTPS between two servers. And for the HTTPS between two servers, I heard we have still FV server guys here. I will make a live demo. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. So the reason is we had some cases regarding customers who set up this connection between servers with HTTPS and also set up new connections between clients and servers HTTPS. And we thought it's a good thing because security, biggest topic every time. It could be interesting for you just that we share the outcome, and we discussed a little bit how you can do it and what problems probably came up. So what we will speak about. Quick overview, FV environment, the role of HTTPS, the communication flow. I think you all know it already, but just to have the basement for us all the same. And then we make the demo, and then we have a Q&A session. So just simple. So it's a little bit more relaxing than the exciting morning. Yeah, that's perfect, I know. So normal infrastructure, you have your FV server, publishing server with the SQL database. You have a file server with a SMB file share where the packages are. You have a domain controller usually, and of course the clients on-prem hybrid. For the client itself, it's much more or less getting an it's small, I know, but I need to try to get it on one page. For the client, it's okay when you just put in the HTTPS URL, via GPO, Recce, whatever. And on the server, you need an HTTPS binding, which means you add an HTTPS binding with a port you define, and that's for the client. So what's for the server? For the server, when you have an additional publishing server and you have the connection between it, which means you need to download the metadata file for the publishing service, The goal is to achieve that the connection between these two servers is going over HTTPS. So normally you have also authentication server, certificate authority, because you need your certificates on the machines. That's, yeah, clear, I guess. So far, so good? Okay. So we have the following situation. IT department gets the request of IT security. We want you to set up HTTPS connection between the servers with TLS 1.2. That's a clear message. Even the ports are defined for HTTP and HTTPS. And to be sure that it's more that in my lab, I used the 22.2 server related. I need to disable the other versions of TLS because just to repro the issue or the situation I want to show you. The most servers we had in the past in the cases were 2019. 2020 is a little bit different, but for now, to make the reproduction, it's okay. So what we will do now, activate TLS 1.2, change the setting for HTTPS, and check if the publishing process is working as expected or as we wish. So far, so clear? Okay. One 1.3 on the 2019 servers in the examples, we had only 1.2. And to reproduce the issue using 1.3, it's, how should I say that? It's more difficult. It's only, we are using that setup just to show you what's happening when it's 1.2. 1.3 is on server 22. Is it available on 2019?
No.
No.
So 1.3 is server 22 and upward.
Yeah.
So now what we see, a lot of customers having their app environment for years, they're 2016 or 19,
yeah,
which are capable of TLS 1.2. And then we get the request, hey, Appy cannot do TLS 1.2. Help me, right? And to show exactly, I mean, at the end of the day, we were too lazy to now set up a 2019 server. So we set up a 2022 server.
That's not true.
And then we disable 1.3 to show that scenario. And it would be true as well for 2022,
yeah.
But we come to the point
later.
And we will cover that.
Because
I want to
get a message from Microsoft that they say we must switch to 1.3 TLS version. And
this is the latest. I mean, yes, this is the latest right now. And then you have a server 2019, which is not capable of about 1.3. I mean, you can install a new server and then, yes. But a lot of customers are running on-prem server, having older versions still. And they should also be on the highest security they can get. This is just like we want to show.
Okay. Good. So everything still working? No. Yeah. Well, something. It just said escape.
Disconnected something.
No, I just escape. That would be a very short presentation. No, it's still not. Yeah.
No, it's not showing here. It needs to be shown here.
Good that we started 50 minutes before. That's always happening when you try to show something in a live demo.
Right click the desktop. Go to display settings. Maximize the right click the second one. The second one. Do the connect. No, sorry. Do the detect. Should see the second one.
Should I use my transponder? I have one. I have a dongle.
Stop.
It worked yesterday. It worked this morning. It worked before you came in.
It was working.
It will work tomorrow. Let me check mine. Engineers have always spare parts. Someone who knows what he's doing, right? Is it in? Should we restart this thing?
The problem is it comes from here because it's not kept being captured here, and this comes directly from your laptop.
Bing.
You want to go to the other one. Oh, wait, it's done.
It was getting not to duplicate wire ever.
So
Need to focus.
Yes, focus.
it's on the other.
Yes. So take a deep breath. Solved. Okay, first a look at the main server, which means that's the machine where the management service is running, the publishing service is running. It's prepared already, the binding, which means I have an HTTPS binding on the port 8001 for publishing. Of course, you need to prepare, I did it already, the firewall for all the ports and stuff. And for that side, that's enough. We don't need to check anymore here. And to prove it, here's my AV server. On the second machine. Just to be clear, we have a clear event viewer, just to show no events before or older events. Operational is fine. Next step is, as I said, first, I need to be sure that the other protocols are not running or not used. For that, I have a small recce, which just disabled 1.0, 1.1, and 1.3. That's all. Just making the key off. Yes. The next thing we want to do is to enable TLS 1.2 because it was the request. For that, we can have a deeper look later, just a little script enabling the key and using it. That's all. What was the name? Yeah, there it is. Here we go. So from that point, I did the preparations. 1.2 is enabled and it's working. What I need else? Of course, I need to change the URL and registry for the publishing. I mean the pointing from the second server to the first server. So for that, we go to the Microsoft Application server, publishing server. So here we have the connection between this server and the main server where the database is running and the management server is running. So we see here it's going to server 2 and that's server 3, S3, S2. So I change that to HTTPS. Anything else I need to change? Forward. Thank you. So I think it was 8001, if I remember correct, hopefully. So that's done. Normally, when I also, but it's not on focus now, have the same change at the same time for the clients, I need also do the change here, but we can leave it by side at the moment. We only want to know that it's working between the two servers. So now I'm done. And to prove that the meta file is downloaded from the first server, from the main server, we make a little trick. We go here where the meta file normally is saved, and we delete it, and then we see when the meta file is coming, it's working. For that, I need to stop the IIS. And yeah, for safety reasons, I stop the pool. So now I say restart. I think I have everything forgotten. Wait for the system coming up again. Of course, I need some seconds after logging on that the services are all running. And then I expect two things. The two meta files, I didn't delete it. But we saw it on the date. We saw it on the date. Yeah, it's from the 30s, and I remember. So we accept that the date of the metadata file is from now. I'm not sure why I choose a long password for the demo, but okay, I didn't want to change it shortly before. Dashboard manager. So I will also have a look at the event viewer, and I want to see if the files are uploaded or downloaded. And of course, I need to be sure, because I stopped the pool, that the pool is running. Can I delete it now? Then let me just stop the ISS also. So they are gone. So start the IIS again. And start the pool. It's a live demo. Okay, what we see is not good. So what is the first point I search? Event viewer. So I'm checking the event logs for IB, the publishing. First operational, no update. Oh, not good. So what do we have here? The underlying connection was closed. An unexpected error occurred on a receive. Okay. So what does it, I don't know exactly at this point, at the beginning. I see only it's an error and the handshake or the communication is not working. That's what I know. So the first thing I normally check is, the URL. Can I reach it? Oh, unauthorized access denied. Strange. Explorer. Ah, okay. I have two servers connected via an Ethernet connection. Any ideas what is the best approach to jump in to analyze? For example, Frank, you know it? Do you? I mean, the event log does not tell much. It just only says, yeah, closed. Ping the service on the ports. Okay, firewall. That's true. I can have a look. I can have a look. It's a good point. Sometimes we are all human. Forgot to set it. No, got it. Inbound and outbound. So same rules then on the main server. Pinging the service. I think that's working. Because the ports are there. So, okay. What about a Wireshark? Just to have the idea what's happening on the communication. Okay, I prepared something. So starting Wireshark. So I need to choose the right Ethernet adapter and I start sniffing. So, oh, red. So what's happening here? Sorry, I did not change it to German. I even don't know why it's in German. So English speaking guys, I just try to follow the TCP stream. Can minimize that. So what we see, it's starting for the communication. It's not a handshake, but it's sending from the one server to the other server the request. And then we have from the main server the information. I know it's a little bit small. Let me make it a little bit more clear. We see a reset. So it does never come to a handshake. It will never establish the communication between the two machines. So, but why? Ports are fine. Service is running.
Happy is that all. Can I do TLS one?
There's no trust. Good thing. But I know the certificates are okay and the trust is also okay. But it's a good point. Yeah. I can say it takes a little bit more time when we analyze the cases the first time, and it's a little difficult to fill in the space now with the next steps. But okay, we have activated TLS 1.2. We have an IIS running. What else could be involved? Because we have every time components of the Windows system, using each other. Yeah.
It's used, but it's not in that case.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a component which use something. Do you know what component that is? I mean, if we tell you. It has 4 signs. And it starts with a
dot. Yeah.
Right.
It took a way to come to this point that .NET is involved, and .NET has also behavior to, how to behave with secured connections. So
the opposite way than it should behave. Because usually, we all learn in our NCP, MCSE, whatever lesson, hey, I'm using TLS too. What are you using? And then, hey, I'm using TLS 1, but it's disabled. Exception. Okay, we don't speak.
Yeah.
But usually you say, okay, I'm using TLS 2, are you using TLS 1 to 2 as well? No. And then do the handshake. What is the highest? But in this scenario, especially on server 2019, we start low. And if there's an exception, stop. .NET start on top. And this is not just AppV get hit by this, it's also the config manager client. It's the communication hit by this.
So to make a long story short, we will have a look at the reg keys of .NET. And we see 3 of them. And they have all to do with secure connection and also the type of communication between 2 systems. The one is telling, yeah, default TLS version. If it's on, it's getting the highest normally. On the server 22, it's 1.3. The use strong crypto just means take the highest encryption you can get. And the ASP.NET enforce fuse state MAC. I'm not the ASP specialist, but I know you have the message authentication, which means this key checks if the message you send has the same content, as it's not changed in the way in the middle. So these 3 keys have the impact that this connection is not running. So for that, we need to just enable them on both, of course, not only on one server. And then we will have a look. Ah, come on. So that's the second. It's still empty. So I make a restart here. Yes. And the first, there's it here. Regedit. Microsoft.NET in that case. And then also the same. If I would be lazy, I would have a script, but okay. Regarding your question in the beginning, because why don't we use 1.3? Of course, when I have a system and it's available, I would use it. But in that case, we experienced in the preparation for the lab, you can't reproduce the issue because it's always the system, it's preparing itself in a way. So we could not make that situation that the communication could not start. So that's the reason we choose the example for 1.2, and because we had the most cases for that. So server 1. Server 2. Oh, he did not restart. Classic. But it's quick. I mean, we even need to wait for the main server up and running. This takes some seconds. And of course, we want to see if we now have the right communication and how it looks like when you're looking for. So what is the easiest way to check first if it's working? Yeah. Let's see. Happy server publishing. Give it some seconds. I was always nervous in the first time. Just checking the keys again. Still there. Event viewer, we can have also a look. Because in the beginning, he tries to get the file, but he will still not get it because the services are not up and running. Let us have a look if we see something. Should be already there. Ah, now I see something with 1.2 that was not there before. So when I stop it, I just say follow TCP stream. So now I have a client hello and a server hello. That's what I want to see. And I have much more important application data. If that's not there, there is no communication. So these just 3 keys, changing to 1, solving a big thing. And now you have an HTTPS connection between 2 servers. That's all. I mean, that's all is simple said, but yeah.
Things are easy.
Always, always. So let us have a look if the files are there. Not yet. Wait a sec. I think the pool is still stopped. Every time I forgot the pool. No. Stop. Start. It will come. Yes.
Change something.
Or make another restart.
Have you here stopped the service? And
No.
Again?
That's a good point. But it's still running. So now all services are up. Event viewer, application. I should see when the meta file is downloaded. Yep, that's correct. Publishing, operational. So what's the time? 29. Service is running. 30, that's 3 minutes ago. Yeah, so that's a good chance. That is not there. That's the live demo, right? I mean, I just give it another restart. That's why my colleagues, all of my colleagues, normally take videos in the front, or yeah, I know why. I knew it before, but yeah, that's yeah. Lesson learned. So my young Padawan.
When you do videos, it always works.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. But I think we could show the issue, and hopefully it's something, yeah, which was interesting for you.
down, it doesn't count.
Copy paste also not? Ah. I did 4 try runs. Yeah, we are still in time. 5 minutes left.
Check the website and change
Yeah.
the publishing server website. Publish another package or disable it. Give him a try to.
Let me check the registry. Bless ya. Was it 8001?
8001, yes. Check it. Check it.
Same thought. Same thought. Wrong one. So IIS, that's the main, yeah. The other one is the second, that's the main. $8,001 HTTPS publishing. Ah.
Yeah. You know?
Yes, I know. Does someone else know what was the wrong thing? Yeah, thank you. Again, sorry.
The need to do something with account delegation.
Yeah.
I kind of remember in the back of my mind, when you wanted to put on HTTPS, we had to touch something.
Yeah, but to be honest, it's my fault. The problem exists in front of the keyboard because that's the publishing port. And what you want to do? Sorry, that was my fault. I think when I now have a look at the stop it. Cool, not site. Stop. And now make a restart, right? So I did just choose the wrong port. That's all. Yes, we can have a look at the script.
Just like
Yeah. I have 7 minutes left. I was worried about filling the 45 minutes, so yeah. So program data, every server, publishing. Ta-da! Yeah, that's true. Okay, so let us have a look shortly to the script I used to activate the TLS 1.2 because there's one trick. Where would I put it here? System 32, and then TLS 12. Edit. So what's going on here? We're touching the version, the newest, the 4.1, 4.0, and there are our two correct keys we spoke about, because when they are on 0, then the issue happens. So I need to set them to 0. That's the one thing. And also I'm even not sure if that not would have an effect in our case, but in the 64 and in the normal one. And then you have the TLS engagement and the control security providers as channel protocols. And then you have the TLS 1.2, the server and the client enabled, value 1, disabled by default 0. So which means that's the version you have to use. That was the trick. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We don't have it there and we can just talk.
Yeah, I need to check. Yeah. So there's an article, which I don't have not now, but I can share that. That's not the issue. How you enable TLS, and that's just the script we saw here.
It's for intra ID, so how to set it up.
Yeah.
There are the scripts how to enable, how to disable. So that script is from that article, and it automatically sets the right keys, which also helps our FB infrastructure to make it work. So if you start using that Entra ID, right, it automatically will fix your FB configuration with that keys.
Crashing I'm the system again. Oh. Yeah, I mean, oh, wrong direction. Oh, I crashed it. Yeah. Any questions left? I know. Do never again a real life demo, make a video, and that's fine. But on the other side, it's also, yeah, I mean.
This was a welcome challenge.
Yeah.
Every part of it.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much. Okay.